Hello, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. New subscribers, welcome. Returning subscribers, welcome back. So, guys, it looks like there's more trouble on the horizon for opposition leader of Jamaica, Mark Golding, who currently holds UK citizenship, is refusing to renounce it and is 1 year away from a general election. You may remember the Jamaica Labour Party members of parliament who were brought to court by the PNP and they renounced their US citizenship. So now the People's National Party is faced with not just a member of parliament, but an opposition leader who is 1 year away from an election with UK citizenship. And his argument is, I am within the Constitution because the UK and Jamaica are part of the same Commonwealth. Problem is, Jamaica is looking to decolonize, and that poses a huge threat to Mark Golding. Interesting development. Prominent attorney Hugh Wildman wrote an article May 23rd, 2024 titled, Pledging Allegiance is the Problem in the Dual Citizenship Debate. Guys, the issue of dual citizenship has been a topical issue in Jamaica for quite some time. And prominent attorney at law Hugh Wildman says the public must be aware that the Constitution of Jamaica is against the pledging of allegiance to a foreign state or power for those who want to be parliamentarians and senators. Wildman, who is an expert on the Constitution, told the Gleaner on Tuesday, quote, I think it is my duty to explain to the public how sections 39 and 40 of the Jamaican Constitution are to be interpreted, unquote. He pointed out that section 39 is the qualification section for one to be eligible to be elected to the lower house or to become a senator. The section stipulates that one is eligible to be elected to the House of Representatives or nominated to the Senate, which is the upper house, if one is a Commonwealth citizen and living in the country for 12 months before the election or nomination. In short, the Jamaican Constitution does not recognize Jamaican citizenship as the basis for election or nomination to the parliament. He explained. Asked what the importance of that was, Wildman said it meant that if you were born in any Commonwealth country and came to Jamaica and lived in the country for at least 12 months prior to nomination, you are eligible to be elected or nominated to the parliament because you are a Commonwealth citizen. However, if you are born in Jamaica and go to another Commonwealth country and take out Canadian or British citizenship and come back to Jamaica and you want to be elected to the lower house or nominated to the Senate, you have to renounce that Canadian or British citizenship because you would have been disqualified under Section 40 of the Constitution. The reason being, you would have pledged allegiance to your own act to a foreign state, even though that foreign state is a Commonwealth country. Quote, similarly, if you were given citizenship at birth in a Commonwealth country, and when you become an adult, you renew the passport, then if you return to Jamaica and you want to enter parliament, you will have to give up that passport that was renewed. The difference between Commonwealth countries and the United States or any other non-Commonwealth countries is that if you are born in any of those countries, you will not be able to run for the Parliament of Jamaica unless you give up that citizenship and acquire a Commonwealth passport, such as a passport, because Jamaica is a Commonwealth country and you must live in the country for at least 12 months. This is how Section 39 and 40 are to be interpreted. Wildman added, Commenting further on the issue, Wildman said, the key thing is that the Constitution is against pledging of allegiance to another sovereign state by your own acts and not by your parents. And it does not matter whether the state is a Commonwealth country or not, because although it is a Commonwealth country, it is still a sovereign state which has its own constitution. What seems to have caused the confusion, Wildman says, is that people are of the view that if you go and pledge allegiance to a Commonwealth country and come back to Jamaica to run for the parliament, you are not disqualified. Wildman reiterates that you are disqualified because you would have pledged allegiance to a country or foreign power by your own act, and the Constitution of Jamaica prohibits that. Section 39 of the Constitution states that subject to the provision of Section 40 of this Constitution, any person who at the date of his appointment or nomination for election, A, is a Commonwealth citizen of the age of 21 years old or upwards, and B, has been ordinarily resident in Jamaica for immediately preceding 12 months, shall be qualified to be appointed as a senator or elected as a member of the House of Parliament, and no other person shall be so qualified. Section 40 and 2 says that no person shall be qualified to be appointed as a senator or elected as a member of the House of Parliament who, A, is by virtue of his own act under any acknowledgement of allegiance, obedience, or adherence to a foreign power or state. Guys, there seems to be a very serious problem here with how the Constitution of Jamaica is being interpreted, because Mark Golding's argument is because his citizenship to the UK is a part of the Commonwealth, he does not have to renounce, as opposed to somebody with citizenship in the United States of America, for example, or a non-Commonwealth country, like Wildman says. So this situation can end up in the Supreme Court if challenged. And based on the interpretation of the Constitution by Wildman, where Section 39 and 40 of the Constitution are concerned, everybody in the Parliament who has dual citizenship, whether it be to a Commonwealth country or non-Commonwealth, would have to renounce that citizenship. And I believe it's the right thing to do. If you are sitting in the House of Parliament, you should have Jamaican citizenship and Jamaican citizenship only. Because see there now, Mark Golding, as a member of Parliament, decided that he wanted to lead the People's National Party and now Prime Minister in waiting with British citizenship. There are so many discrepancies in Mark Golding's story about his citizenship. It keeps changing and it's hard to keep up. During an interview with Journalist 2022, Golding said that as a child he had British passport but does not intend to renew it. Quote, my father was born in the United Kingdom. As a child, I had a British passport. When I became an adult, I got a Jamaican passport. And since I have become involved in representational politics, I no longer maintain my UK passport and will not be renewing that because I don't think it is appropriate. That's what he said 2022. Now in 2024, May 21st on Smile Jamaica, he said, and I quote, I am the holder of a valid UK adult passport which expires later this year. A UK passport is valid for 10 years. So it means Mark Golding applied for and received a UK passport in 2014 while he was serving as minister under the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Listen to what he said on The Fix on January 16, 2023, over a year ago.
Our abilities to govern ourselves. Mm-hmm. And there are major practical problems with having a final court of appeal in London. You need a visa to go to London.
True.
you don't have a right to that visa. You have to apply and they can turn you down.
You have to pay X amount of money.
You have to pay X amount just to get it.
I'm in the process now, Mark Dorman.
And so I had to go through it myself because I visited England in November on a tour, a diaspora tour as we called it. And I had to go and apply and get my visa. And, it was a pretty demeaning process, I must tell you.
Oh, I thought you were born in England.
I was born in UC.
Oh, your father was born in England.
My father was born in England.
Oh, okay. But, you renounced, or because I thought that you could get British citizenship.
You have
to renounce it. Yeah,
I'm born under our constitution. You can be eligible to be in parliament, as long as you're not a citizen of a foreign country, which means a non-Commonwealth country.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was born here. I have a Jamaican passport. As a child, I also had a British passport and so on. But I don't intend to maintain that passport, because I feel in the position I have, it was a convenient travel document in the past, but I think I can't be holding this position and maintaining that. So I'm not.
So
I don't intend to.
So you said that you had to do a tour. You had to apply for.
Yeah,
really.
Of course I did, like everybody else, and I had to go through that process. And to be honest, I did not enjoy it. So, but going back to the issue,
you have a vagina line,
Yeah, well, I think I know.
Well,
I am not aware of that process involved any kind of special treatment. when I was, I mean, maybe getting the appointment quickly, because I was, we were leaving fairly soon, and there was some delays in the process, and I did ask if we could get it expedited, but the actual process of going there and doing the biometrics and all that it felt like everybody else. But anyway. The point I was making was the cost of litigating.
If you notice in this interview, guys, the female host, she mentioned the word renouncing at least twice, and he does not respond to that. I don't think Mark Golding understands or believes that he has to renounce his UK citizenship. Guys, make sure you're keeping it locked here. Jamaica Politics Uncovered, where you get all your political news, reviews, and updates. Stay tuned for another episode of this citizenship saga, because I have a feeling it does not end here. It may even end up in court. Make sure that you are subscribed and you have your notification on, and you're tuning in to our live broadcast here Mondays through Fridays at 8 p.m. Thank you and take care.